Mr. Lonergan first crossed your radar and how you guys then eventually met. I know there was a bit of a period between those things.
Kenny, everything he wrote, he offered to me for many years. And I felt like the writing hadn't matured. The script came to me, and I thought, hey, look at the guy. He's really come a long way. Sure, I'll do it. Actually, it was the opposite. I was just dying to do and auditioning for all of his plays, and I lived here in New York, and like everyone, all the actors I knew, everyone wanted to be in Kenny's plays and knew about them, but there were always bigger, fancier, more famous, better actors that were doing them and were doing readings. I remember once there were a couple of very famous actors who were doing a reading of "This Is Our Youth."
Yeah, but it was the strength of the acting that was the difference.
You said you chose them because they were famous, and that's how you picked all of your actors. I said, "What's the secret to casting?" And you said, "Get the guy who's." It's funny because it's true. So the truth is, the real truth is that I had auditioned for Lobby Hero, one of Kenny's great plays, and I auditioned for This Is Our Youth. I didn't get either one of them, and then they were doing This Is Our Youth in London, and Kenny was too lazy to fly over there, probably. So I went over. I met with. I'm talking now. I'm turn to talk. Nope.
They were marginally famous who got the part.
Had you had any say in the matter, that would have been the case. I got that job, and then and I did the play, and Kenny showed up to run the rehearsals. He wasn't directing it, but as he was micromanaging it, as he likes to do, and then I spent the next few months working with him, and I probably learned more in that short period of time than in any other couple months working on anything, which is totally true, because Kenny is the best actor's director that I've ever talked to or worked with on anything. His direction is very specific and very useful, very, very informed, and he's thought about everything. He's thought about every word that he's written, and he's thought about how to give the actor choices. He's really definitely one of the best directors that I've ever had a chance to know, and that was true then, and it's a little bit less true now, but it's still the case. And it's, I think, why we were able to pull this movie off, because it's we didn't have a lot of time, and Kenny didn't write a little movie. He wrote a really big movie that had to be done on a smaller budget, because he wanted to cast people who he wanted to cast, and he didn't cast big giant stars. He made it exactly the way he wanted to, and so that meant, well, you've got exactly this much to make it, and that means you got this much time to do it, as we all know. And having someone who has spent years, whether it's 5 or 6 or 10, which is probably the truth, writing it and working on it, thinking about it, means that anytime you had a question, there was immediately a great answer. And if you were unable to make that answer work, you had another that you could use. And that meant for actors and every other department in the movie. So being that prepared, it makes everyone else look really good, and meant that we were able to pull off this big movie with a lot of speaking parts and a lot of sets and 2 time periods. And why is my microphone doing that? It's kind of ringing. And in 6 weeks or something, 5 weeks.
And this is Kenny's third movie.